Hello, everybody. Matt Brimmerjohn here, Public Nuisance, coming back to give you guys an update on a few things that we need to go over that are extremely important that are taking place here in the county. The three topics I want to talk about are the situation with Sheriff Ayub and Freihoff regarding Brave and Rob McCoy. The Linda Parks issues that continue to happen nonstop, and was for the Mike Powers controversy here that's going on. So I'm just going to give you guys the truth here. So Sheriff Ayub, I came to Brave and spoke to the Brave coalition, and thank you for coming, Sheriff. I really appreciate that. I called him at his office one time and asked if he would speak to Brave. We've had Officer Freihoff here to speak, and I wanted to give Sheriff Ayub the same respect. So he called me back, and we set a date, and he came here to speak. But when he was here, he made a comment in regards to his officers. I guess the general comment was saying that he didn't know where all of them were, or what they were doing, if they were doing the right thing, whatever. And the Ventura County Deputy Sheriff's Association made a statement saying that that was that people were very disappointed and very angry at that statement. Well, that's been taken out of context. And first of all, that this letter right here that was written by the Ventura County Sheriff's Deputy Association says that the meeting was facilitated by Godspeed Calvary Church Senior Pastor Rob McCoy. That's wrong to begin with. No, it was facilitated by the Brave Coalition. Pastor Rob was kind enough to come here and be a guest host and speak at the same time and introduce Sheriff Ayub. That's about as far as extent that Rob had to do with it. And when Sheriff Ayub said that, it was completely just joking around, and people say, "Oh, you don't joke about that." It was a very, very light mood. It had no intentions to harm anybody or to put down his police officers, and it's just a shame that they're trying to take and spin this and make it sound like he was being cruel or had mean intentions, but that's not the case at all. And I'm not here to trying to convince anybody either side. I'm here to tell you the truth. That's exactly how it went down. So and I know people were upset there because Pastor Rob took back his endorsement for Freihoff, and everybody asked me, well, why do that? Why do this? Well, when Freihoff decided to run against Ayub, Brave was one of the first coalitions to reach out and have him come speak, and he spoke the night that Kelly Long was here, and Pastor Rob was here that night too as well, helping facilitate a guest host for when Kelly Long was speaking. And he, at that time, endorsed Freihoff. And since that date, I know Rob's invited him to the church to a couple of their events. And from what I understand, I could be wrong, that he said he would come and never showed up. Never called, never explained why. And, I invited him to open up at the Brave rally that we had in Hueneme. We had 2.2 million viewers out there, and he refused, or he backed out. I guess he refused. He backed out of his position to open up the event once the lineup came up, and said that he was better off just walking, doing the footwork, going from, different department to department, I guess. So I don't know if the lineup was considered too far right, whatever that means these days. But yeah, so and so I know that night myself and Pastor Rob had endorsed him, and we've never heard from him since. I was passing out his flyers, every day. I got him up in my restaurant, and just never heard a word back from him. And kind of says something about people, and you go out on a limb, you try and help people out, and you don't hear back from them. It's it is what it is. So that's why Pastor Rob did that, and so let that be, and that's what it is. So Sheriff Ayub, I want to apologize if this thing is getting twisted and turned, but I do also want to thank you too for coming out and stand in front of people that disagree with a lot of things that you have done. A lot of questions were asked. You answered the questions. May not have been what people wanted to hear, but at least you stood in front of them. There's a lot of people in the county that don't do that. Dr. Levin. But there's a lot of people that just, they're afraid to go out and speak to the people. I know you wrote a letter to the VC SA and then said, to the families, and saying that you came and you spoke, and it was the gun store owners were there, and that the crowd's mood was tense. Yeah, it was very tense. This is the Brave Coalition. These are businesses that were shut down by the county. These are people that have been infected by the county's decisions, and the sheriff's one of the most powerful people in the county. So, I just wanted to clear that up. So everybody that's saying that, Sheriff Ayub came here and said a bunch of mean things, you're wrong. That's not how it went down. That's not even close how it went down. And the president of the VCSA, Nick Odenath, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. You're more than welcome to come here and speak to as well. For IHOP, if you want to come back to the Brave and speak in front of Brave, you guys can get a hold of me, and I'd be more than happy to have you guys here. We're not biased. We're not trying to say one's better than the other, but we're giving the people the opportunity to hear from the candidates and make their own decisions. But when these people that weren't even here spin what was said and trying to use it against them for their political gain, it's just wrong. And what they're saying is completely wrong. So I'm going to finish and leave it with that. The next thing that I wanted to address here is, this is with Powers. Mike Powers was CEO of Ventura, and I disagreed with a lot of things that Mike did and was a part of during the pandemic. With the businesses shutting down. I know he didn't have a vote in it because it was this board of supervisors, and I've established a relationship with Mike just over the phone. I've never actually really met and sat down with him, but we do talk about different things that are coming up in the county, so I can relate those to the businesses. And Mike's scheduled to come to Brave on Tuesday to speak. Well, he does or he doesn't. It is what it is. What it is. But I just want to say, these articles are coming out now, and Savette Johnson, I guess she's going to be the new Ventura CEO till they can go and find someone nationally, whatever. She seems like a pretty good person. I don't know her either, but she's going to be taking over, and my best goes out to her. But as far as Mike goes, this is all BS. This is so terrible what they're doing to him. They're doing to him exactly what they did to me and other businesses that they tried to shut down. And what I mean by that is, you have this article in the Acorn right here, and in 3 different times they basically say, Power stepped down after he was placed on paid leave following an investigation into allegations that he sexually harassed a female employee and repeatedly used a racially insensitive nickname while speaking to her. So an insensitive nickname, that's sexual harassment? Isn't sexual something that has to do with something sexual? So now language, just saying a name to somebody, that's sexual harassment. And the context that he's saying, it was more related to their nationality, where she came from. He was calling her, I guess, by the hometown where she came from. It'd be me like calling one of my Italian employees, be like, oh, hey, what's up, spaghetti? So that was that sexual harassment? And he was calling this for years. So both of them were fine with it. They're probably friends. But, the person never reported. They didn't care. They were friends with them. And so now, but then they say, oh, well, it went unnoticed for years until somebody in the HR department overheard it and made a complaint. Sounds like it's set up to me. And then, right here in our Acorn, it says, a confidential draft of the report provided to the Acorn revealed that Powers used a nickname for a supportive based on ethnics and nation of origin stereotypes was an open secret until it went unaddressed for years until a human resource management overheard using a nickname. Really? Really? You know what they do? And then they put these sexual harassment. You know what they're trying to do? The same thing they did to me. Same thing. They accused me, of being a murderer. I was killing people in the neighborhood because I stayed open. Trying to permanently injunction me, trying to, evict me. All of that. They put it out there in the public, and they use these words like sexual harassment, this, that, because they know as a man, if you're just accused of hitting a woman, if you're accused of sexual harassment, in the public opinion, you're going to be found guilty right away. That's just how the world works. And it's sad that it's like that. What they don't put in here is where's his due process? This all took place way before the pandemic, so why are they bringing it out now? I'll tell you why they're bringing it out now. Because they're looking for somebody to be, a punching bag, someone to place all their blames around, because all these people that are involved with this pandemic, all the lies that they put out there, all of these illegal charges that they put against people, every single one of them, they need somebody to be a pincushion and blame it all on. So who better, right? They're going to go after Powers, and so he retired. I'm guessing he probably retired, so now he can be a whistleblower. Now so they it's just so crazy, this whole thing, and I think they're afraid of him, and so now they're trying to disgrace him in the public, and you can see right through it. I mean, this thing is so terrible in this thing. So a confidential draft of the report provided to the Acorn. So that means somebody leaked it. There's an HR leak, right? Because in the other part of this statement says, this statement said that to maintain confidentiality, the county will not release the report. So the county will not release this report, but a confidential draft was given to the Acorn, all in the same article, right here, right there. Acorns in your driveway, probably getting ran over all wet, but you go look at it. Go look at it. It's incredible. And then they go on to talk. It's just all nonsense. And then now they're going to spend money to conduct. Okay, it was maintaining the privacy of this investigation report is necessary to ensure that all employees feel that they can report misconduct and speak freely in future investigations without fear of retaliation and without fear of publicity. Where's Mike's rights in there? Where's Mike's rights? During the meeting, the board also voted to hire, now the board's going to hire, an outside firm to conduct a complete review of the county's HR policies and procedures, especially as they pertain to reporting workplace harassment and whistleblower protections. So, you make up a sexual harassment charge that means nothing whatsoever, and then now you're going to go out and hire an HR firm like you're doing something. You guys, it's just, it's absolutely incredible what these people do. And, it's just, it makes me sick. It actually makes me sick. I mean, but, so, they go on in this article too, to say that, oh gosh, they said it's, Mike Powers served as county's, listen to this. Mike Powers, who served as the county CEO for over a decade, stepped down this month after being placed on paid leave amid a sexual harassment. This is the third time they say this, harassment and workplace discrimination investigations. What's going on here? So now, let me see, where do they go down here? And they say, this is what they have on them. This is what they're doing to actually try and ruin this man's life. They say that they have a preponderance of evidence. Okay, so in the court of law, right, there's three different steps. There's beyond a reasonable doubt, there's clear and convincing, and there's preponderance of evidence. That's the lowest form. They have nothing. They have absolutely nothing on him. He did nothing wrong. And then they're trying to exploit him. Same way that's what the county does. That's what they do. You know what? Screw all of you guys in the county, man. All you guys are going to get what you deserve. Every one of you. And you know who I'm talking to. All of you that did that crooked ass stuff with all your votes. All the stuff you continue to do is crooked. Going after innocent people like myself. Calling me a murderer, saying I'm killing people. Yeah. Ringleader Linda Parks. You got it coming. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And guess what? On the headlines, guess who's there again? Linda Parks. You know what for? Because somebody sent her a chocolate penis in the mail. Okay? So somebody sent her a 5-inch chocolate penis with no redeeming social qualities, she says. This is true. It's in the paper. It's right here. Right here. Thousand Oaks Acorn. And, this woman has a nerve. Okay? So during the recall that I started against her, she probably thinks I sent her the penis, but sorry, Linda, didn't do it. There's a lot of other people that hate you too. But it really, hate's a bad word. You try and ruin my life. You try and ruin my family's life, take everything away from me. I stayed open and, so that you didn't go get with your agenda and, so you sue me, everything else, whatever. That's what you did to me. You voted to do that to me. So I was charging somebody with murder. Think you have no murder weapons. I didn't kill anybody. Never have. Never will. Trying to evict me. So, trying to say so I can never stay open again. Find me, whatever. But, so that's what you did to me. But, somebody sends you a chocolate penis in the mail. And, in there it says, congratulations, you deserve it. Hope you enjoy an early retirement. And, you term out after 20 years, it's just unbelievable. But, so here's what Linda's reaction is, right? This is what Linda's doing because she got a chocolate penis sent to her. Park says that she suffered from this, okay? That she suffered headaches, severe emotional distress, including fear, nervousness, anxiety, and indignity as a result of receiving this package. Linda, she's just traumatized. Oh my gosh, so now, she's suing. She wants to sue this company, right? So she's going to sue them, for getting this penis sent to her. And so, this is crazy. This is crazy, so maybe I should sue you. You don't think that what you did to me is a hell of a lot worse than sending somebody a chocolate penis? Maybe every business that you shut down, the lives you destroyed, the people that will never, ever get their businesses back, the people that are losing their homes, that are moving out of California, they can't afford anything, people that are actually homeless now because of your decision making. Remember, you shut down all the businesses, and then when I beat you in court, when you dropped the charges because we were going to depose Robert Levin, remember that? You had to drop it because then all of a sudden, now you're going to get, everything's going to come out. So you protect Dr. Levin. Yeah, a lot worse than a chocolate penis. But, so Parks claims that, now she's, right in here, she's also for lost wages. Yeah, that's what she says. That's, she's suing for lost wages. Well, can you show me when, somebody's got to go in and make a request to find out show me where you lost wages because you got a chocolate penis sent to you. And, you had to go to counseling. So you had to go to counseling. So what really should happen there is if you went to counseling because you got a chocolate penis sent to you, then we really, do you have the capacity to hold office, and make decisions, make clear votes after you got a chocolate penis sent to you? Because, you're so traumatized. This whole thing is such a major deal to you. And, so maybe we should go back and check everything you voted on. Maybe you just weren't, just didn't have it all together after that. One chocolate penis destroyed your whole world. Imagine being charged with murder and not killing anybody. What would you have done? Was easy for you to do to me. Easy for you to do to the pizza cookery. Man. So, and if receiving a chocolate penis is so bad, then why are you voting for sex ed, to all these sex ed stuff to the elementary school kids? You want to show them penises? You voted on it. You're okay with it. Unbelievable. These people, he says, and on top of that, look, this is great. So now in here, she's so she received $57,000 to fight off the recall. You know, she said she returned $4,000 of it, according to her campaign finance disclosures. But why didn't you return all of it? You didn't get recalled. You blocked all that. You know, weaseled your way out of that too. And some of the most recent filing, you still had $53,000 left. And you're going to use that money to fight against the chocolate penis cause. So you're going to use your campaign money to fight because somebody sent you a chocolate penis. Well, okay. Is that even legal? Because you're saying here that there's a bunch of questions in this article. I'm not sure it's legal. But the FPPC letter to Parks states that the campaign funds cannot be used to pay for a lawsuit that seeks substantial personal benefit. Asked about the language and the fact her suit seeks financial damages, Parks refused to comment on the record. Why is that, Linda? Why is that? You refused to, what? You're too busy, you know, eating chocolate penis? I don't know. Was it good? I mean, unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. You know, that these people who they think they are and what they can just get away with. They think they're better than everybody else. Last time I checked, Linda, you work for me. I pay your salary. I pay it. Taxpayers do it. You even pay taxes? Oh, probably got all caught up in your land deal. See how that goes. Every business that was affected by that vote should sue Linda Parks. That's what should happen. And everybody who believes there's all this stuff in here about, Mike Powers, saying that, he's this bad guy, he's sexually harassed. No, that's the county's way of trying to set somebody up. That's what they do. And I'm not even really I don't even really know. I've never met Mike Powers, but I just call it like it is. It's exactly what it is. Mark my words, it will never go to court. There will never be, no judge will even look at it. It's a joke. It's a total joke. That's all it is. They're looking for somebody to place the blame on. But, unbelievable, just how awful this is. But, yeah, at least she'll be gone. And what's going to happen to you, Linda, when you're gone? You don't have your little government job to protect you anymore. Uh-oh. You're going to have to start paying for attorneys for all of your lawsuits because there's going to be thousands of them. Maybe you'll have to take out a second mortgage on your home. Maybe you'll move out of California. My guess is both. But, hey, you make your bed, you got to sleep in it, kid. Good luck to you. And, guys, we have a brave meeting this Tuesday night. Corey Williams is going to be there, running for senator. Ed Adley, he's running for county supervisor. He will be there. Heather May, she's going to be speaking to as well. And depending on, this whole situation with Mike Powers, Mike will be here at Brave too as well. But, that's still a question mark, and that's up to him. He's safe here. He can come here and speak. We're not here to trash anybody, but let people here come and speak the truth. So, best of luck to all of you guys, and I'll see you guys around. You guys stay safe. Take care.